Hey guys, it's been a minute. We're actually doing a part 2 of Pros and Cons of going to UCSB, so make sure to check out part 1 that's on her channel.
Jocelyn Gomez.
Yes, I'm gonna link it down below so that you can go check the video out. So go watch that one. But we're gonna talk about all the tea of Deltopia, networking, boys, food, housing, like everything. So just stay tuned. I'm Dylan. I'm a double major in communications and psychological and brain sciences, and I'm from the Bay Area.
My name's Jocelyn Gomez. I'm a freshman. I'm a pre-psych and brain science major, and I'm from the Central Valley.
All right, what should we start off with? Should we start off with like Deltopia?
Yeah.
Okay. And in terms of Deltopia, so what are your thoughts on it? Because you haven't gone to one yet. I've gone to 3.
I'm excited. I just want to see what it's like.
Okay.
I'm excited to see everybody's outfits. I think the most. Oh, fashion. Is it giving Coachella? Is it like, I don't know.
I would say last year was when it was probably the craziest. I would say it was literally, I'm gonna insert clips so y'all can see what I'm referencing to. But it literally looked like a zoo. Like you just had people walking down the street, like thousands and thousands of people. Low-key, I wouldn't consider it partying. I would just consider it people are just walking in a giant crowd.
Did you see St. Fratty's?
Where?
At Cal Poly?
No, I didn't see it.
I honestly, they're trying to give Deltopia, but I feel like it's gonna go crazier here.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Especially because that movie that came out.
I still need to watch that movie. I know last year, like, there's so many people that came from out of state, like people from Oregon, Washington, like I think there was one guy from like South Carolina who came.
Oh my god!
Like people literally flew over to come to Deltopia, but this year they do have like some newer restrictions. And there's like curfew and everything, so I don't really know how it's gonna be. I think it'll be vibes. Like we'll just have to find out how it's gonna be. 2.
Because we have spring break.
Oh my god, yeah. It's literally 2 weeks until Deltopia. That is crazy. Next, we were gonna talk about networking. So as a freshman, what's your opinion about networking?
I feel like it's so important. Like, it's a way to meet a lot of people so that you don't feel so lonely, especially being away from home. But also, like, it's just cool, like, walking places and knowing people.
Yeah.
You know? Especially because I feel like we're in this bubble. Might as well get along with everybody.
That's fair. And I would say for me, since I'm a 4th year and I see networking, like, in that terms, but also from a professional standpoint in terms of, like, you know, post-college life, I would say networking is so important, and it's especially hard, I guess, for people who are introverted. I would consider myself introverted sometimes, but it's like you really got to step outside your comfort zone to be able to network, which is a tough part, but I promise you, like, once you start doing it, it gets so much easier. And honestly, like, low-key, one time I actually networked on I'm gonna call it networking, but basically I made friends with people that were on this party bus for one of my roommate's friend's birthday. So it was like people who don't go here, but you know, they came to visit. Made some friends, and it turns out one of them is actually like a music producer or something for a music video. So I actually went to Malibu that summer to be on set for a music video. So that happened like going into sophomore year of college. So I was fortunate enough to realize that when I was younger, networking is so important.
That's so cool. Yeah, I've definitely tried I got an internship with our campus. Mm-hmm. I don't actually need the internship credit, but I just thought it'd be fun. Yeah. And like, they're so cool. We have a lot in common, so I think just network.
And you just make so many friends that way too, who are like-minded as well. And I feel like that's sometimes hard to find. So
I agree. I wrote good. I don't know what I meant to write.
Food. Probably food.
Oh, bye.
Okay. let's talk about the food. So for a little bit of a summary, I lived in the sorority house my first 2 years, and then now I live on campus. So the first 2 years, we had a chef that cooked for us. He literally spoiled us, like, because we went from having food that was made by the chefs for 2 years to me cooking for myself for 2 years, which you could just tell it's from high to low. And then how about you? How's your experience been so far?
Dining hall food, Wingstop, Habit, Freebirds. That's literally it.
What's your favorite dining hall?
Ooh, I think it depends. I really like the Ortega food, but I like the experience of sitting in DLG.
Okay. And what about Ortega is it that you like the most?
The food's the best, and it's consistent. Like, they have the same thing, so you know what you're getting.
And Ortega is only takeout, right?
Yeah, it's only takeout, which is good for when you're in a rush. You have places to be.
Yeah.
How's that been?
a lot of bagels, rice bowls, salads, cereal, hash brown, just anything that will do the job is quick and easy and doesn't take a lot of time, because I feel like as a college student, I don't have time to cook, but I also don't want to eat frozen food all the time, and I don't want to eat out always, so I try to be healthy. So meal prepping, that is your secret to staying healthy, not breaking the bank, and having your gut feel healthy as well.
You should make a video on your meal.
Oh my god. I literally made a vlog earlier today. I fucking burnt the egg and the bread. Oh, housing. Okay. What dorms do you live in, and how's your experience been?
I live in Anacapa. When I did the summer program, I lived in San Nick. I definitely feel like Anacapa was an upgrade. I love it. It's really social. I'm on the first floor, seeing a lot of the same people, so that's cool.
And was it like a double, triple, single?
I'm in a triple,
Okay.
and it's actually not bad. I know I went to high school with one of my roommates, and then the other girl, she's so sweet.
Aww.
So it worked out.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then for me, my first year, since it was like 2020 and that was like COVID year, I lived in the sorority house, but we all had singles, so I didn't have a roommate then.
So
Then second year, also lived in the same sorority house, but it was a full house, so I had a double. But there was 55 girls who lived in that house. So like first floor was like the common area, dining area, library, study room. Second and third floors were all the rooms and bathrooms were. So it was like a dorm experience, but not at the same time. So it was interesting, to say the least. And then right now I lived on DP last year, which was like the street where you can see the beach as your backyard, which is like, I highly recommend it. It's like the coolest place to live, because how often could you live right by the beach? And then right now I'm living on a street close by there, so still close to the beach, but not paying that crazy amount of rent.
nice. I feel like you've had every experience, like
Minus the
a little bit of
dorms.
everything.
Minus the dorms, I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had interesting experiences, and because of COVID, I feel like it added an extra interesting layer on top, where like no one can really relate to me in my class and like what we went through.
I could not imagine like having your freshman year of college be on Zoom, because
Yeah.
like for me it was freshman year of high school, like no biggie.
Yeah. Like fall quarter, I was at home, so I moved freshman year, winter quarter here. So it was.
I said freshman year, it was actually sophomore year. Right?
Oh, really?
For me.
How did time fly like that fast? Like that is crazy.
Literally
It's
flies.
literally insane. And for the most interesting topic,
Boys.
where do you want to start with this one?
I don't know how to start. Let's just talk about like it in general, like relationships. I feel like people have said it's hard to find a boyfriend here, and do I agree a little bit? But also, I think for me, I just have to wait it out. Like I just got here, I'm not gonna jump right into it. But if that's your thing,
I mean, I would say it's so interesting, because like I feel like we go to a school where hookup culture is so big, so it's like unfortunately everyone kind of expects that from you, which I absolutely hate. That's an expectation. I don't think it should be, which is insane. Me and my friends have had like crazy stories. Maybe we'll save that for another video. But one thing I wish I learned earlier was to just focus on yourself and not boys, because once you revolve your world around boys, like you can't really focus on the other stuff that matters. But when you focus on yourself and like stuff that's like around you, like the person who's right for you is gonna come to you. Like
exactly.
I don't know how that shit works, but like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So is there like a word for that? You know what I'm trying to say?
A lot of the times I'll meet somebody,
Yeah.
and they'll like talk to me for like a couple days, and then it's like they don't know me at all. Like I think guys are just weird. Like just say hi.
I don't
Like,
know.
just say hi.
I don't know
At
why
least
they
in
do
my
that.
experience, like it's just hard, because I'm like, can we just be friends and then just see? But they just automatically want to go like for it, and I'm just...
I think one thing for me that confuses me is there's so many terms right now. Like let's list all the terms. There's friends with benefits, situationship, relationship. What else is there?
Literally, it just goes on and on. People
Like-
make things up.
Flings. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what is what anymore. Like there's so many different terms, and it's like if you are trying to say what you want, you come off as too direct and you scare them away. But then if you don't communicate, they're like, why aren't you communicating? So I feel like it's just a cycle.
It's hard for the lover girls. Like I just
Yup.
want to be in a relationship.
Lover girl
I'm not
at
trying-
heart. I'm always gonna say that way. So
and it's hard out here because
that's all we're gonna say.
the guys are not lover guys. Like
I'm like, where the lover guys
I
at?
know, for real. Like damn me. Like, but for you, like How has that been?
What specifically?
Like the 4 years, like put her on the
I was like, let me just say that when people use dating apps, I don't think dating should be the right word anymore, because majority of the time on a dating app, people are not looking to go on dates. So
It's smart of you to bring up the dating app thing. I forgot about that.
yeah, I feel like nowadays I'm off the dating apps because I'm like, it's just a waste of my time. Like, they want something else that's not something I want, so I'm like, all right, like, you go do your thing. If I meet you in person and we vibe, that's how I want it to be.
I think that's how it should be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I saw this study that said, like, now, like, in these recent years, like, most of the people have met their partners on dating apps. And I'm like, I'm scared because I don't want to meet my person on a dating app. I want to meet you, like, on the basketball courts. I want to run into you in the library or, like, some stuff like that, you know?
Like the dining hall crush. Like, okay, I see you.
You know, or at the gym. Like, I feel like it just hits the best when you, like, meet them in person and then you fall for them eventually versus, like, it's kind of forced when it's off a dating app because y'all don't know anything about each other. So, yeah.
Just what you want the other people to see.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it's all based off photos, which you might even catfish. So you really don't know what you're setting yourself up for, low key. Interesting. I feel like we're gonna make a whole separate video just on dating.
We should just ask people.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, next video we're gonna interview people, ask their perspective about dating, boys, girls, all their stories, because it's so interesting.
What about people that come into college in a relationship?
Ooh, yeah.
Like, it's different.
Like, does it last? Do they break up? Do they cheat?
And everybody just expects them to break up. But, like, what if they're like this? What if they're locked in?
Okay, that's gonna be our next video.
That's it.
But thanks guys for tuning in. We're gonna make way more UCSB content, and make sure to go check out her video for part 1. Bye guys.
Bye.